Do them. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, baby. All right. Yes, sir. I appreciate you. All right. Thank you. All right. But, like I say, let's see what Danny Garcia had to bring. But, this was a title eliminator, and I think it's a WBC because he wearing a WBC hat, so maybe that's a WBC eliminator. So I don't know. All right, Walter Robinson, what's going on with you, baby? There's a lot of great fights coming. Yes, it is coming out of Guyana. Yes, it is. Yes, sir. What's going on? The Mag, T Mag, the Great. What's going on, baby? I appreciate you. And my girl, 007, and that for her chat. Ow. I appreciate you. 007 and that super sticker, baby. All right. I appreciate you. All right. C Wood. I appreciate you. All right. Yes, sir. Edwin Lane, what to do, baby? I appreciate you, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was a great fight. Yes, it was. It was. It was a great fight, man. And one thing about it, I appreciate it that they didn't let their hands go. All right. They didn't let their hands go. C Wood, what's happening with you? All right. I appreciate you. All right. Oh,
Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's good? It's Stormybman, and I am back welcoming you to the post-fight show with Stormybman for this Saturday, July 23rd, 2022. This is the post-fight show for Joet Gonzalez versus Isaac Dogboe. As we saw this just wrapping up on ESPN Plus, and what a fight, man. What a card, what a fight. We saw some action this evening for a top rank card, huh? Want to say that was applaudable, you know? And salute to my brother KQKC with such a wonderful dynamic call on the matches. Once again, the brother is just relentless with his take on the action. All you have to do is just sit back and enjoy. Even if you ain't even watching, you can just see the action, the way he paints the picture. And he has become quite adept at that. So salute to the brother KQKC with what he does, man. And salute to all of you who have decided to come out and check me out for the post-fight show this evening. Because we do our thing. It's kind of like passing the baton, huh? He did his thing, and now it's my turn to step up to the plate and provide my closing thoughts on what we were able to witness this evening. And we were treated to something quite special. Isaac Dogboe, who's coming off of fights where he had to regalvanize, gather himself all over again, because his two battles with Emmanuel Navarrete were really tough on him. That December unanimous decision loss to Navarrete, and then the May 2019 loss by TKO. He came back with he had 3 fights after that, but he was still trying to find himself, trying to come back. Now, Joet Gonzalez is coming back off of a situation where he dropped an October 2019 unanimous decision to Shakur Stevenson, and then later in October 2021, late last year, unanimous decision to Emmanuel Navarrete. So they do have an opponent in common in Navarrete, and they both lost to him. This was a chance for them to provide some separation between the two, and the battle proved to be a test of wills. Though Gonzalez came in at the height of 5'6" with a 70-inch reach, Dogboe, who they list as 5'4", but I believe, and I said it last night on the Friday night chop session, he might be a little shorter than that, but with a 64-inch reach, it would have figured to serve justice to Gonzalez to keep this fight at a certain distance, box, use his height and reach. But the addition of Barry Hunter in Dogboe's corner showed itself this evening. If you guys do not believe that coaches and trainers can really make a difference at the top levels of the sport, you need to look no further than this fight tonight. Isaac Dogboe was a guy, when he was trained by his dad, he relied on his strength, punching power, and physicality. In this fight, what happened is he learned something about tightening up your punches, not looping them so much, keeping your hands in defense tight, and letting your hands go, but not loading up on everything. It served him well and assisted in he getting a victory tonight. Though I had the fight scored 6-4 for Gonzalez, and I can explain that. There were a number of swing rounds where you could have actually give a round to one guy or the other. And I'm not angry with the outcome because this was a highly competitive fight. But just as the announcers were talking about that last round, if you could give the last round to Dogboe and round 9 to Dogboe, he wins this fight. He did something that he wasn't able to do in his former matches with Navarrete. He got in there and he let his hands go. He wasn't loading up. He didn't fatigue himself by trying to just load up with every shot, power punching. It was great to see the adjustments. You see, this is what is meant by when you take a loss in your career and you go back to the drawing board and you allow yourself to retool and come back with your craft. Make adjustments. Adjustments are the name of the game at the championship and elite levels in the sport of boxing. If you cannot make adjustments, you cannot thrive. You cannot. That's the thing that we were able to see here. And I have a true appreciation for what Joet Gonzalez did tonight as well, because he saw something in what he was able to do and made an adjustment. That's why the rounds were so tight in the middle of the fight, because Gonzalez mastered the mid-range. He didn't stay on the outside. He mastered the mid-range and took something away from Dogboe that was a safe haven for him. So Dogboe had to make another adjustment. Yeah. Great stuff, man. Great stuff that led to tremendous action in the fight. Yeah. So, with those things being said, I want to say welcome everyone that's out there. You know, come on into the building, smash the like button as we get ready to talk more about this tremendous evening of boxing, man. Huh? Yeah. And we're going to do a roll call in a moment. See, we got about almost 40 people in here, which is cool. That's nice. You guys come on in. You're welcome to come in and enjoy the post-fight show, the post-fight comments. We got a lot going on. I'll take a quick moment out to acknowledge the family. Let's see who we got here. Chi-Town's finest out there saying, gonna catch the replay, Seafood. Blessings and love to you and your family. Same to you, Chi-Town. Thank you so much. J. Wayne Citizen saying, salute, Sensei. Jeff, the producer, saying, Storm. And Renee Box Young in the building saying, salute, Stormy OG. Salute to you. He says, man, that was a highly enjoyable phone booth fight between Joet and Dogboe. Wow. 100. Yup. Salute Chat Mob, he says. Close fight, too. Mr. Money Mac is out there saying salute. Renee says, beautiful exchanges, the whole fight. Yeah. Underground Asylum in the building saying, oh, it just jumped up on me. My goodness. Let me do this. I'm going to do this a different way, because the chat is going to move faster this evening. We got a few more people in the building. Funny how these things work sometimes. Have to get caught back up on this. Sorry about that. Underground Asylum saying salute Sensei in chat. William Old School is out there saying salute Stormy. Peace, my brother. And Delta Ray Studios in the building saying hello all. Jose Diaz back in the building saying salute Stormy B-Man in chat. Asante L7 says, what's good, Stormy? I thought they were going to give it to Gonzalez. It was a close fight, man. It was a close fight. 704 Joe saying peace. Jose Diaz says Stormy's 100. 704 Joe says peace and giving up the boxing gloves emojis there. Jose says the middle rounds. Yes. Teach says, so this fight was for 2 eliminator. How does Dogboe fight Ray Vargas? Vargas is a lot taller. Hey. With Barry Hunter there, man, he can handle it. This was a good test for him. He can go back to the gym and work on some more tactics and strategies to prepare himself for taller opponents. Yeah. T says, I hope he doesn't go the WBC route. Jose Diaz says, every fight is different. You're 100% right. You don't adjust, you're over. Shamar Rashawn Salam is out there saying, salute Sensei, salute to you. William says, smash the like button for this golden knowledge you are about to receive. Appreciate you, William. Anthony Bolton out there. And Jose says, it was a very close fight. Isaac won the first couple of rounds. I was worried in the middle of that fight, but he pulled it off. Yeah. Like I said, a lot of swing rounds. But there was something that took place in round 5 by Joette. And that's when Joette was able to master or begin to master the mid-range distance. He took Isaac out of the fight during that period. Those were strong rounds for him. And that's when Dogboe had to make some adjustments off of that. Salute to Barry Hunter too, man. Hats off to the brother for coaching him through those circumstances. This is what you like to see when trainers are able to get not just pass the information on to their charges, but to get them to believe in what they're saying and to also bring it to fruition, to put it to work. And that's what Hunter was able to do with Dogboe there. And see, by having success like he had this evening, it will give Dogboe more confidence to believe in Hunter even more, and then Hunter can give him more. There's a reciprocity in that process. You have to be able to understand that your coach has your best interests. Take that gamble and believe in what he's telling you, especially when you are able to put it to work and have success out of that. It's so important. It's a very significant thing. Salute to Nate the Great out there with that super chat, man. We appreciate you, Nate the Great. He says, always look forward to the post-fight. Salute to Stormy and the chat. And salute to you, brother. Glad to see you. Yeah. You know, this fight is one of those fights that you can use as an example for teachable moments. There were a lot of things that happened good on both sides, and the two fighters, neither guy, and Gonzalez lost this decision, but it's not like he took a beat down or was KO'd or anything. You can lose a decision, but you fought well. you did some great things in there. Like I said, I had it 6-4 for Joette. But if you're scoring it like I did, and you see rounds 9 and 10, Dogboe bit down and let his hands go. He started fighting on the inside, but he was moving his hands. He wasn't trying to knock the guy out. He was scoring the points, and you had to give that to him because he was putting forth that type of effort that allowed him to be in consideration. Even though some rounds were close, he got the nod from his efforts. That's what guys need to know and understand. That's the way to go. And he could not do that without a trainer like Barry Hunter to help him through that process. And Barry Hunter has done a lot for Dogboe. You can tell he fought a lot different in this fight. Dogboe was getting his punches off and stepping out, stepping around until Gonzalez figured that and decided to close the distance. And at mid-range, Gonzalez began to take the fight to Dogboe, and Dogboe was on the receiving end of a lot of points being scored by Gonzalez because Gonzalez was then moving his hands. That's the name of the game. And when you see the fight being competed at that type of level, you just have to take your hat off to these gentlemen for the efforts that they put out. You know what I'm saying? It's like this was not one of those things where, oh, the judges were poor and this and that. No. You didn't even hardly see the referee in this fight. He wasn't in there a lot. That's good. That tells you that the two combatants were taking things into their own hands. Absolutely. I enjoy fights like this so much, man. So much. You know, a lot of people don't like to watch the smaller guys. This is another reason why you do. Huh? Why you do. They have that type of effort. They have that type of heart and desire. And when their skill sets and styles give great contrast, you get a fight like tonight. Big time. Dwayne Jones is out there saying, bless up from the mighty ATL. Teach says, I agree. You could also see the difference in endurance. Absolutely, because he didn't burn himself out trying to land everything hard. Great close fight. Jose Diaz says it took him too long to find that distance. Big Texas, ATX Cletus Smith in the building saying, yo, what's poppin', family? What's good with you, brother? Good to see you. Big Texas, ATX Cletus. Good to see you, bro. Dave the Real Thomas is out there saying, I'm from DC and I live a few minutes from Barry Hunter / Peterson Brothers Headbangers Gym. Okay, that's cool. Teach says 6'4" Joette sounds right, even though I picked Dogboe. This is what I'm saying. It's a close fight, man. When you have swing rounds, it makes a difference. Because the swing rounds, you're not necessarily wrong. They're so close that you have to pick somebody. And this is the thing. Some judges used to give that 10-10 round. That sucks when they do that. Pick a winner. You can't go wrong if the round is close. Pick one. And let the scorecards add up at the end. You know? That's the best way to do it. Boxing matchups. Dwayne Freeman says, salute at Stormy B, man. Salute to you. Teach says, I enjoyed the whole card. So did I. So did I. Now, if we could get Barry to convince Isaac that the jab is every bit as important as anything else he does, and that even when fatigue is starting to mount, you can rest with the jab. But for a short fighter like Dogboe, your jab has to be a jab of timing. You have to anticipate punches to get that jab off, and when you throw it, it has to be a variation. Sometimes a single, sometimes a double, sometimes a triple, but never the same thing over and over again. You have to mix it up. And with such a low center of gravity that Dogboe already has, start jabbing to that opponent's pit of the stomach and just beneath the sternum. Huh? The solar plexus. Double up on that shot. Sometimes put some meat on it. That will put 3, maybe 4 rounds of consideration on what you're doing in a fight from the judges. See, Dogboe is an experienced guy now, 27, 28 years old. He's coming into his prime. Let that teaching work for you and allow yourself to get better. When he, in that 9th and 10th round, the way he was battling for it, I was applauding him and cheering for him, because I'm like, this is how you do it, man. Let your hands go. Don't worry about hurting the guy at that point. Worry about scoring. And he was in close, and he was just letting those hooks to the body go, and the uppercuts to the stomach. And he was just, and there were moments where Gonzalez was trying to match the activity, but he was already a little bit more fatigued than he wanted to be at that juncture. So there were moments where he let up when Dogboe was still kind of working. And that's how Dogboe was able to pull it out. You see? Man, body work is so essential, so important. Like I said, this fight tonight is one of those that it's a great fight to just sit back and watch and critique and give pointers of what to learn to do in boxing matches. Neither guy should hang their head, especially Gonzalez. He fought a damn good fight. Sometimes you don't get the decision, but there was no robbery here. Either guy could have come out with this decision. And I enjoyed it to the fullest. I forgot to write the final decision on here. Dogboe split decision. Great fight though, right? Great fight. Jose Diaz says, I think the judges called it correct. I was worried there for a bit. It was a great card. He says, fact, a jab does the recuperate, and it keeps distance. Jab. Devin Blocker in the building saying that Stormy B-Man, salute family. Salute to you, brother. Jose says, we were taught to go downstairs, then a straight to the chin. Mango Juice 007 says, what up, Sensei? The jab to the stomach was one of my favorite tactics by Mayweather. Teach says 100. Devin Blocker says 100. Jose Diaz says, yes, sir. OTB Boxing Class 101 says, salute to the Sensei. Storm, salute to you. Anthony Ingram in the building saying, salute, Sensei. Salute to all of you, man. Don't forget to smash the like button as you come into the building. We were treated to a very strong card tonight. And I'll tell you something, when I talked about it on the on the Friday night chop session last night, I did not emphasize or hype what it could be, but it turned out to be more. And it's great to have those type of pleasant surprises, huh? Because some cards, when you expect, oh, this should be a barn burner here, and it turns out to be a stinker, right? But not tonight. Boy, did they deliver. Now, the top rank undercard before the main card left a lot to be desired, because a lot of the young prospects on there, they were like way matched over their opponents. I didn't like that. I didn't like watching that. Some of those men were just taking a beating in there, and they don't get paid enough money, in my mind, for those type of circumstances. Just for a guy to pad his record with a win and victory. There were a couple of heavyweights that fought on the cards tonight that could have faced each other. The victors I'm talking about, than facing the opposition that they did. I didn't like that at all. And I will continue to voice my opinion on circumstances like that, because when someone is so much better, why are we watching that on television? If you want to bury that on an undercard that doesn't get televised, that's okay. But I don't like seeing a couple of those young men that were out there and just totally being embarrassed because it was, you know, it looked like somebody had remarked in KQ's chat. They said it looked like they picked some of these guys up off the street. Man, I would have said it looked like they picked a couple of guys out the laundromat, man. It's like, it was horrible. You know? And, nah. I didn't enjoy that one iota. Not at all. William says, my father always told me when he was teaching me that break down the body and the head will follow. Yes. The old adage is kill the body and the head dies. Because the head can move and be evasive and everything, especially when someone is smart enough to get the head off center line. But when you hit that body, the body can't get out of the way. And also, a message and lesson for you all. Your vital organs are inside your body cavity, and your lungs, your heart, your liver, your kidneys. So if someone's concentrating on doing damage from your shoulders down to your navel, you can do some serious damage. Serious damage. So those are the kind of things that you do hold fast to. With good coaching and training, they will teach you to focus up on those areas. They'll teach you that, you know. Teach says, I was impressed with the Italian heavyweight, although the other guy wasn't throwing a lot. That was ridiculous how that guy took all those shots like that. And they talked about it on the television broadcast. And just before he was finally stopped, he was busted up. As you taking all those punches from another big man, you almost as big as him. Hit his ass back or don't be in there. They don't pay you enough to sustain the type of damage that you sustained. Whatever he got paid is going to the damn doctor's bills because he's got to get sewn up for cuts and everything. They're going to take x-rays of his head and skull, and they probably won't find nothing inside of it. And then he's got to pay people who trained him and wrapped his hands and carried the buckets and all of that. By the time he's done, he'll be lucky if he can catch tomorrow's matinee, at the movie theater. And up there letting that man hit you like that. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Sheena out there with those channel emojis, back in the building, showing off the emojis. She's saying, salute, Stormy. Salute to you, sister. I'm glad to see you out there, and you always come in there with the emojis. You guys need to use them emojis, man. They're great. You got Bruce Lee, you got Jackie Chan, Gordon Liu, and Pai Mei. Yeah. Use them. Jose Diaz says, some people have no respect, Stormy. Some people really suck. When you destroy the body, the arms go down, then the chin is ready to get lit. Sheena says, sorry late, Stormy. Tired as heck, but I'm here. I'm tired too, sister. I'm tired. And I was kind of like on those middle rounds with Dogboe and Gonzalez. I was trying to, the round starts and I'm like checking it out. And then I'm like, and it's like 10 seconds to go in the round. It's like, man, that's crazy. William says, Jose Diaz, my father was a short man, 5'7", 180 pounds. He had massive hands, solid as a rock, and he would spar with me, and going soft was still like getting hit in the face by a sledgehammer. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. I bet you learned to move that head too, didn't you, William? Pops hit you with that sledgehammer a couple of times. He's like, dish, dish. When the next one comes, it's like, whoosh. You get that head off center line, bro. Don't be messing around. Yeah. But let's move on and talk about the co-main, because the co-main, man, was that entertaining or what? Oh, and I got to do my mid-year review of boxing in 2022. So it'll probably be on this coming up Friday night chop session this week. You know, if I don't even just do a live stream to present it, because you got to get some mid-year awards, you know, fight of the year so far, knockout of the year so far, you know, boxer so far, those kind of things. And we've had some great fights already, people. It's just that it's like they come in so succession. It's like this week there's a fight, next week there's a fight, you know, and we kind of sometimes file things away, and you have to take that time out and go back. So that's what we're gonna do, That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a show either next Friday, or I'll do a live stream this week just to have the year in review thus far, first 6 months of the year, and review some of these fights. Event of the year so far, those kind of things. That should be fun, Because it's like you can't go wrong. It's just like, you know, what you liked or what you didn't like or whatever, right? And that's what we'll do. Smash that like button, people. I see you guys coming in here. It says we got 50 people out of there, but only 30 something thumbs up. You guys can at least hit my like button. Okay, I just refreshed it. It says 54 thumbs up now. I appreciate you guys smashing the like button and showing that support like that. William says he sure did, Stormy. Yeah, getting that head off of center line, right? Jose Diaz is like laughing because I said when they do the x-ray of old boy's head, they ain't gonna find nothing up there. Yeah. Rafael Rios. What is he taking all them damn right hands for? Could you imagine if that was Deontay Wilder hitting him? He would have taken one or two and that would have been it. He would have been, they would have been singing hymns, and making arrangements, final arrangements for the dude. That's why you don't do that, man. Leaning your head over there. And what is it about when the right hand comes, they duck down like this? It's like, boy, that is some of the most poor training and defensive tactics. You're right, and all the guy gotta do is follow your head. You could throw your hand up like this and make him catch your forearm and your bicep. Sometimes the elbow. Stick the elbow up there. He'll stop throwing the shot. You make him hit the... Man, I'm telling you, some of these guys, really... That's why I was talking about earlier. I said they, found some of these cats at the laundromat, man. Hey, when you finish that load, can you try these trunks on? Come upstairs. Shit. Yeah, man. William says, Jose Diaz, my father was a World War II Navy man. Plus, at one time, he was a steel worker in a shipyard. I watched him knock out a 6'4", 250-pound man with one punch. That must have been awesome. Andrew Charles in the building saying, Stormy B-Man, salute. Salute to you, bro. Talib Cunningham in the building saying, salute. Sheena saying, hey, Andrew. And William says, Jose Diaz says, William, some people are just gifted. Bigger bones, stronger. I'll give you an example. Bitter Beef. Yeah. Bitter Beef, man. That guy, he's got wrecking balls for fists. Wrecking balls. You guys remember the first Matrix movie when Neo and Agent Smith was fighting in the subway and they was punching them steel columns in the subway? It's like knocking out the brick and the mortar and the steel. I'm like, that's Bitter Beef's punch right there. The guy is amazing. And people talking about, I think Canelo can beat him. Okay. Yeah, right. Could you imagine those punches that Bivol was landing on Canelo if that was Bitter Beef? Canelo would have been like in a casket. But let's get back to that co-main, where we got a chance to see Gabriel Flores Jr. against Giovanni Cabrera. Listen, man. I don't profess to be Nostradamus or nothing like that. None in the least. But I had a feeling that Flores Jr., his whole ring walk and everything, I was saying to myself, this kid looked awfully like unfocused, right? It was like somebody had him come out for his birthday and they was leading him to the DJ table or something, and he was going to, dance a jig and turn the place out because it's his birthday. He was over there in the corner, bouncing around, waving his arms around like, yeah, I got this. typically, people, when that stuff happens, it follows with something else that's more sobering, huh? And what could be more sobering than Flores finding himself on the canvas within 7 seconds, huh? Man, I didn't even get a chance to take a sip of my drink or anything. This dude was on the canvas. I was like, oh, and he was hurt. It was a straight left right down the pipe on his chin. Man, I was like, holy smoke, man. He put that dude down like that, man. I was like, oh my God. And it was a power punch too. It was like, and then when he got up, he got hit with a couple of more. I was like, oh, now, critique time. Freddie Roach, or as I've been known to call him, what I call him, y'all. Somebody write in the chat what I call him, huh? Because I don't like to call him by his government name. I got my own name for that dude, huh? Because he don't respect Eddie Futch. So I don't respect him, huh? Salute to G5 Gabe. I see you out there, bro. What's good with you? He says salute Sensei and the chat family. Teach says Flores tried. He didn't have no choice. Well, he had a choice, but he chose the right thing to do, which was to try to fight on. But he wasn't smart at all. Jose Diaz says if Wilder catches them correct, 100 brain damage. Teach says I give him an A for effort. He don't get no A, brother. He don't get no A. Did you not just hear me teach? I'm about to teach. Did you not hear me speak about how he approached the ring? He was totally unfocused. Okay, that's why he wound up on the canvas like that. And if Freddie Shakes, that's right, Jason, was a better trainer, he would have told his charge, Cabrera, go to the body. You're a hard puncher. You got a good punch. You got a heavy punch. You're heavy-handed. Go to his body. You can hit him clean on the chin anytime you want to. But if you want a clean knockout, go to the body. Because you hurt him down there. That's where the hands are going to drop. Then you come back up top and take his head off. He blew a knockout in the first round and second round. Cabrera. But it wasn't Cabrera's fault that he was so excited because the guy was so damn easy to hit. Flores. I wonder had they had any southpaws in their camp to train. Because it looked like he didn't. It looked like he didn't know that that left hand was coming fast, frequent, and furiously. Yeah. But Shakes didn't offer up much. Shakers and Dice in the building saying salute to Stormy and the chat. Sheena says, poor Freddie, man. No, ain't no damn poor Freddie, Sheena. No. Huh? Because when he yelled at Brandon Rios and those guys when they was in, get the F out of my gym, you effing Mexican. Huh? He let it all be known how he felt about people that wasn't white like him. That was Freddie Shakes, huh? And his brother with the swastikas on his shoulders and all of that, the tattoos, huh? Yeah. Hateful people, man. Hateful. Andrew Charles says, this just goes to show you that you got to be awake and focus from the moment the bell rings. My dude got rocked almost immediately. Yeah, 7 seconds, man. You're on the canvas in 7 seconds. Tone 40 in the building saying salute Stormy B, man. Salute chat. Andrew says he fought back admirably. I thought it was still an uphill battle from the jump. Listen, I guarantee you, Tone 40. I mean, not Tone 40. I'm sorry. I'm addressing Andrew Charles now. Andrew Charles, I guarantee you, if Barry Hunter was in Cabrera's corner, he would have told him exactly what he needed to know to get this guy up out of there. I keep telling you guys that Shakes ain't it. He ain't. This the same guy that ain't taught Maxeo a jab. Huh? Yeah. Jumping in and lunging in with shots, he gonna run into the same fate that Manny did against Juan Manuel. Remember, you heard it, me say it, July 23rd, 2022 on the post-fight show for Gonzalez versus Dogboe. Yeah. That's what's going to happen to him. And it should happen to Shakes, too, for running around here with those slurs and everything with his bias, you know, and the things that he say about people. They said that in front of cameras. Could you imagine what they say behind closed doors? I ain't got no love for them kind of folks, man, that show that you're making money off of some of these men. Matter of fact, you're training a Mexican Italian guy. Huh? I wonder what slur he got for Cabrera if he get mad at him. Huh? William says, I lost every bit of respect for Freddie when I saw that video. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that the media, they don't play that, William. They don't talk about that. Huh? They don't, you know, it's like they gloss over that stuff. Why? But when somebody like Bernard Hopkins or Devin Haney say, I'm not going to lose to you know who, they want a public apology issued right away. Jose Diaz says, well said, Stormy. You know something, Jose, man? I'm always going to keep it real on here, man. Always. And I don't say what I say with bias. I say it with clarity and substantiated facts. Huh? I wonder what he used to call Manny Pacquiao when Manny made him mad or something. But he never stopped taking them checks, did he? Jose Diaz says, in Cuba, the first thing they teach you is respect or you get thrown out of the gym. They don't care how good you are. At least I got to give them that. It's a great place to start and a great way to drive home a message. An undisciplined fighter is the worst. Do you know that the film Enter the Dragon had Bruce Lee playing a Shaolin monk who was sent to this island for a former monk, a renegade, who had turned his ethics on end, and that was Han, into drugs and prostitution and all of that kind of stuff, crime. So Bruce was sent there as a Shaolin monk to bring back the respect and loss of face that Han had heaped upon the Shaolin Temple. A fighter, Han, Shaolin monk, who's undisciplined, a crime lord, drug lord, pimp, is brought to justice by the Shaolin Temple. You're welcome. See, that's what I'm talking about. So why should fighters be allowed, to be undisciplined out here in these streets? Many of you guys love Mike Tyson to death, don't you? You know what I've had to say about him. Undisciplined. Even to this day. You hear his soundbite recently talking about, oh, he think he may go soon. You 50 plus years old now, man. People die in their 50s and older. You could have gone a long time ago. It's just that the good hand of the Creator saved you. With the foolishness you've been doing? Recklessness? Now you want people to be like, oh no, he's saying these things. Man. Next news story, please. Walking down Ram, big stepping in the building. What's good with you? Jason says they don't care unless it's a fighter they like. You ain't never lied. He says they hated Dev for what he said, but was blind, deaf, and dumb to what T.O. called Dev. Right? Right? Lewis Hinton is giving the thumbs up. Jose says the dude with the fake hands. You're correct, Stormy. At the end of the day, you're correct. He is not correct. You know, one of the things that if you've been brought up with proper values, virtues, ethics, You can have an appreciation for when someone's honest with you. When they're honest with you, it means that they care enough to present the facts to you. At the end of the day, that's all you could ask for, even if it's something that you don't like. Who the hell walks around, lie to me? Come on. Yeah. Andrew Charles says, what Dev said wasn't even crazy, at least not in America. I'm from a less sensitive generation, though. Listen, man. The country was hotter when Ali was fighting. And I'm talking about the young Ali who was 22, 23 years old. Everybody's so sensitive now. The only thing they fight about is what's more a sensitive subject. You offended me, but I was even more offended for this. I'm even more offended about that. And you, when you finish offending me for that, I'm going to point out that you offended me for that. If you don't go sit the hell down somewhere with your offenses, huh? My man Willie D likes to say, toughen up, buttercup. Yeah. People don't want to hear the truth nowadays, man. Lie to me, lie to me, lie to me. But back to Flores and Cabrera. It turned out to be an action-packed fight because as Cabrera fatigued on sheer effort of standing up and trying to fight back alone, Flores got back into the fight. Until the fifth round, and he found himself on the canvas again. And once again, Cabrera was headhunting yeah, Walker down round. I'm offended that you got offended by my offense. Come on, man. Right? That's 1,000, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, Andrew Charles, facts. Toughen up, buttercup. He says, I'm glad I'm not the only one that still says that. Yeah, man. See, old school people, bro, when you hear certain sayings, you know, it rings, it sticks because it's like, okay, that kind of means something. It resonates on so many levels. Huh? Yeah. So some of y'all, you get so offended, you know, I suggest that, you know, maybe you bow out and go put on your skirt and your pumps. Huh? Yeah. Go do that. Huh? Or play with your... I ain't gonna say that. That'll be the one thing get me flagged right away. But If you wise, you know. Salute to Art Man Boxing. Just fell into the building. What's good with you, Art Man? Talented brother right there. And Art Man be on their necks on that social media, man. I love seeing that kind of stuff, man. I'm like, look at the young brothers just take care of business. Keep everybody, backpedaling and trying to duck for cover and everything. I love it, man. Keep doing what you're doing, Art Man. Keep doing it, man. And build your brand, huh? Yes, sir. Tone 40 cracking up. Yeah, they did. They had this fight in Hicktown, Minnesota. That means everybody that was dark had to be out of there within an hour or two. Otherwise, there would be some stuff taking place, huh? Some stuff they don't like to show on the cameras in America on the news, huh? And a lot of it have policemen and the like participating. Man, I tell you, there's so much that happens in this country, man. It's like some people that live in different parts of the world have no clue, man. Sundown towns are real, y'all. They real. Our man says, I'm in Minnesota. We know not to go there. See? I bet you one person fell at home there. Freddie Shakes, huh? Freddie Shakes probably had a couple meals on somebody and everything. Yeah. No mercy. No mercy. But Flores, he fought. Yes, he did. But I bet you more than anything, he was thinking about the little celebration and that little silly, shitty grin he had on his face before the fight started, whooping it up in his own corner. Mm-hmm. That happened before in history, I talked about it before, but I ain't gonna go into it tonight. But guys come to the ring like that usually don't end well. It usually don't. And the only thing that kept this from ending early was Shakes didn't have what it takes to pull his charge through to get the KO victory. Huh? When Manny used to knock people out, Manny would pull the trigger and get out there and get it done pretty much on his own ability. Shakes wasn't given no special instructions. You got to go to the body and then come up and you throw this shot and follow up with that. No, it was none of that. It was just Manny doing his thing. And some of that stuff that was coursing through Manny's veins. Whoop! Did I say that? I sure did, as I sipped this drink of sparkling water, lemon flavored. Mm-hmm. I said it. Jason says, sundown town. Yeah. Throughout America, there's a sundown town. 704 Joe says, Valder, Texas. Lewis Hinton says, I live in Mississippi. There are still sundown towns. Yes, sir. And they ain't no joke, man. They ain't no joke. I don't care if you was Barack Obama, huh? Matter of fact, if you was Barack, you might get it even worse, huh? By the way, where is Barack Obama? Anybody seen that dude? Huh? No more inviting Jay-Z and Beyonce to the White House, huh? No more the former First Lady saying she wished she could trade places with Beyonce. What? We got our priorities all screwed up, bro. But Flores can go back to the gym and work on his focus. And he need to work on his defense too. And hire some southpaw sparring partners. Because you're going to run into a southpaw again. And it's obvious that right now you don't know what to do against a southpaw. You don't know what to do. Huh? Cabrera, very limited, heavy-handed. And you'll get an opportunity here or there. But I'm going to tell you something. You better find something a little better than shakes. You better find something a little better than shakes. How about that middleweight fight, huh? Between Javier Martinez and what was his name? Chino Hill, huh? Chino Hill came to fight tonight, man. He was a strong guy. He wasn't skillful enough, but being as skillful as he was didn't amount to him winning the fight. But his strength and determination meant a whole lot. He actually saved the undercard because he came to fight and Martinez found out that, oh, I'm going to have to put some of this pedigree to work here. And he ended up going back to the basics. Boxing, breaking the guy down, going to the body. Because it was the body punches that made the difference and took just a little zest off of Chino's punching as the fight went on. And thank goodness it was a 6-rounder, because had it been a 10-rounder or something like that, Martinez might have got a stoppage out of it. But Chino showed up. He was the one fighter on the undercard that was brought in as an opponent, but performed like someone who was actually trying to get something done. I loved it. It was amazing. William says, you know, Stormy B, man, I always wondered if and how much better Manny Pacquiao would have been with a good trainer and coach. I'm trying to tell people. See, William, you can read between the lines, and I love that because, you know, I like not having to always just drop facts in people's laps, because sometimes people get offended and they're gonna go sit and cry in the car and everything, huh? But sometimes when you just put certain things out into the manosphere, huh? Yeah, it cuts like a knife, don't it? Jose Diaz says, Barack Obama, he just relaxed. Look at him. When he came into the White House, look at him at the end. They did him wrong. Anxiety. Wow. Yeah, well, he didn't do much for his people, so Jose Diaz says, Barack Obama, he fixed the health system. I give it to him. 100. He was fair. Okay, Jose Diaz. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. So do you guys think that Mr. Gabriel Flores Jr. learned something tonight? He should have learned something. He should have. William says, damn straight, Stormy B, man. You know, William, you know. You already know. Jason says, Shakes never built a fighter from the ground. Do you know why that is, Jason and chat? I'll tell you. Because you have to have a solid foundation to build something from the ground. And it can't be that solid if you're shaky, huh? Woo! Woo! Did he say that? Absolutely he did. R.I.P. to Eddie Futch, huh? Walk him down round, Big Steppin' says, the state fairs is more than fair. Barack was, and they cheat. I shouldn't even mention the brother. Now y'all gonna have a conversation, a full conversation about the dude. Jose says, Barack Obama looked like he gained 20 years. You know how much pressure you was under, and he was just trying to help us. I used to pay $1,200 in health insurance. It's now down to $300. Yeah, but what you paying at the gas pump now? What's a pack of chicken wings cost now? Huh? I'll wait. Y'all don't want to get me started, man. I gotta come back for everything. Gotta come back for everything. They don't call me the sensei for nothing. You understand? Tone 40 says, yeah, he had black hair, but a couple of years in, it went all the way gray. Huh? He should have kept wearing them beige suits that they was mad that he was wearing. Huh? It would have taken the look away from the hair. Put the beige suit back on, Barack. Huh? Everybody was mad because the man wore a beige suit. What is that? Hey, look at him. It's totally disgusting. You know, what a disrespect to the presidency. Huh? And Michelle Obama, when she wore a dress that didn't have sleeves, they was like, how uncouth. You know, it's like, how dare she? Huh? But Miss Trump could come in there having posed butt naked and everything, and ain't nobody said nothing? Really? What? Come on, man. Sheena's cracking up at my gas comment. Yeah. Walk him down, Ram. Hey, I can't put it on the screen because I'm not on StreamYard. But if I would put that up for the rest of the show. He says that's because he looked invisible in beige. It was like, where the nigga go? That's great, man. That's a great one right there. They were so mad when that brother put on a beige suit, man. A beige suit. They was ready to shoot him. They was ready to get him out of the office. He hadn't even been in there but 10 days. Salute to my brother KQKC Boxing Network. He says, salute to my brother Stormy B. Keep the grind up. Great call on the shows tonight, KQ, man. Great job, man. Great job. I appreciate you stopping in. Lewis Hinton is like side eye 100. William is cracking up. New Fat Boy Fitness is cracking up. Walking Down Ram is cracking up. Lewis Hinton is cracking up. Man, y'all know that's a great comment right there, bro. That's great. Walking Down Ram. He said that's because he looked invisible in beige. Man. Jose Diaz says, but I bought stocks and Exxon as soon as Trump got out of the presidency. I saw that my father-in-law told me, but you're correct. Listen, I'm not about trying to be correct. I just try to put the facts out there, bro. That's it, you know. They take your mind off of one thing, and while you diverted your attention over here, they still reaching in your other pocket, trying to get. Listen, man, why you think pockets, when you got a pair of pants, you got 4 pockets? Now, people typically keep something in one pocket, right? Front pocket or back pocket. In this country, they gonna go through all your pockets. They going through your pockets. What the cops do when they pull you over? Hey, you got anything on you? They going all in your pockets. That's the American way, bro. Shake you down. You guys seen that Eddie Murphy movie, the Beverly Hills Cop 2? Remember that song? Shake down, you busted. Yeah, that's what they do, That's what they do, man. Some people don't want to hear the truth, man. But here you get the truth, You get it. Force fed, Man, I tell you. So Gabe says he wouldn't mind having a rematch. Better hire you some southpaw sparring partners first, bro. And have a couple of camps with southpaws, Because the next time you slip a straight left, it'll be the first time. Because 7 seconds on the canvas, man. I mean, come on. Come on. Well, yeah, I'm going to get ready to close this out, man. You guys, it was great to have you guys coming out here, and we talk about these fights. The Dogboe fight was a tremendous fight, a lot better than anticipated. And salute to Isaac Dogboe, man, for being a better fighter on this night to be able to pull out a victory like that. A lot of respect to that young man for that. And the fact that he had that type of success, it speaks and rings volumes because, you know, he can build on this. He can build on it big time. You know? Jay Grant says, Gabe just not that good. That may be true. But there are fighters out there that he can fight. And he can still do some things out there. But to be out there like he was is something, you know, a lot of flaws there. A lot of flaws. And he's going to have to get that together. He's going to have to get it together. You know? We had quite a few people in here tonight. That's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. We had some numbers. Want to say it says like 290 people, so that's pretty good. And I thank everyone, you know. I thank everyone. Brother KQKC, you send people over. Thank you so much for what you do. And, you know, passing the baton over to me, you know. We support one another. That's great stuff. That's how it's done. No fake love here. It's the real deal. But yeah, I'm going to turn you guys loose. This is probably, somebody said last week it was like the post-fight show was early, but this is probably one of the earliest post-fight shows that we had to do because it's just now rounding midnight here. And we're going to get on up out of here. But at the same time, it's nice not to be taken deep into the night, right? Man. But we got the call-in show coming up tomorrow morning. So for those of you who want to return and come back for the call-in show, you know, please do so. But yeah. Just reading through some of the comments, man. Y'all are funny, man. Big time. Big Texas, appreciate you. Welcome down, Ram. Appreciate you. Sheena, she says, another great show, Stormy B, man. I appreciate you. Good night to you and the chat family. William saying, peace out, Stormy B, man. And with that, we're going to hit it up. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great Sunday, and we'll catch you on the next one.